Well, good morning. This is our Friday morning QiGong on the 27th of June. So let's just start by just taking a few moments, just standing with your feet shoulder width apart, knees are soft. Let your tailbone just angle down towards the ground. Chin tucks in, arms are rounded, so the shoulder blades are just coming around the chest wall. Allow yourself to take a few deep belly breaths, just settling into the body. Maybe letting go of the day with the heart sound. Allow the breath to be soft and deep and gentle and continuous, allowing the belly to rise on the inhale. And just releasing any tension on the exhale. Just bringing your hands into prayer position. Press the knuckles of your thumb into the heart space. Keep breathing deeply into your belly, but bring your awareness, your mind into the heart center. And just dropping into your heart, just check in with yourself today. Just notice how you're feeling on all levels, physically, emotionally, mentally, perhaps spiritually. And set yourself an intention. What would you like to perhaps bring into your life today? Are you really feeling that as well? If you were to do that thing, how would it feel? Would it bring you joy, love, peace, harmony, and just really feel into the emotion and imagining whatever it is that you need to do, that it's done and that you're feeling that experience. Just let that feeling spread through your body, golden light. And then take yourself to the beach. So you're stood in the waves, in the sea, facing the beach. Let your arms relax. And then a wave's just going to come behind you. And then just let yourself expand in the belly, expand in the heart. And then on the out breath, just letting the wave, the ocean pull you back. Breathing in. This is called ocean wave breathing. Exhale, drawing back. Now to help the body to relax a little bit more, if we breathe in, say for 4, and then breathe out for a little bit longer, say for 6, a count of 6. Just helps to switch the body from busy, doing, to a more being, relaxed state. And on the next one, perhaps just pause at the end of your exhale for a moment. One more full round. And then bringing your hands into prayer position, bend the knees slightly. Inhale, opening out the chest, heart to the sky, and then sinking the chest, hips go back slightly, round in the back, heart to the earth. Inhale, heart to the sky, knees are straight but soft. Exhale, knees are bent a little bit and bringing your heart down to the sky. That's still breathing like you did for the ocean wave breathing. Breathing into the belly, the ribs, the chest. Breathing out a little bit longer. Pausing at the end of the exhale. Again, you might want to release with the heart sound, the ha sound. And then keep the lower back rounded. So you sort of tuck the tailbone under. And then picking cherries. So you just reach one hand up towards the sky. And then the other side. You can look up to the hand if that's okay for your neck. And just feeling a nice stretch, a little bit of a side stretch. Inhale as you're stretching up. One more each side. Lovely. And then just floating the hands up to shoulder height. And then the heart's still going to be coming up towards the sky and sinking down towards the earth. But this one's called crane soaring. So your arms just float out as though they're floating out on thermals, palms facing the earth. Heart comes up towards the sky. The knees are a little bit bent. When you get to your end of range, turn the palms over, touch your thumb and first finger together, sink the chest, and then bring the arms back towards the center. Turn the hands. Inhale, bring the heart up towards the sky. Exhale, sink the chest. The whole time, the arms are staying about shoulder level. Unless your arms start to get tired, then just bring them down a little bit. Just keep your shoulders relaxed. One more. And just letting the hands float down. And Buddha holds up the earth, breathing in, drawing up earth energy, direct that into the lungs, spiraling up towards the sky, and then gathering the universal cosmic energy, bring that into your lungs, and then face the hands back up towards the face. Breathing in, gathering up earth energy, pulling it up, directing it into the lungs, spiraling the hands up, spiraling the hands back down. So if you use the ocean wave or wave breathing again, breathing into the belly, the ribs, the chest. Pause at the end of your inhale. Bring the energy down on the exhale. Pause at the end of your exhale. Gather. If you can, breathing in and out through your nose. And then just going into lower embrace the tree, arms come round slightly, as though you were kind of holding a big ball here, but a very light ball. The arms are rounded, the elbows are rounded, tuck the tailbone under, chin in, connect with the earth below. And just again, practice the belly, the wave breathing, breathing into your belly, your ribs, your chest. Filling up the belly, the chest, and then on the exhale, releasing through the nose from the chest, the ribs, and the belly. Few deep breaths. Just notice how you're feeling. Relax your arms, just go inside, just sense and feel your energy, where you're feeling it, perhaps in your hands, maybe a little bit buzzy, tingly. You might feel lighter, you might see colours, feel expansion. Any areas of tension, just go inside and just say let go to those areas. If it's your neck and shoulders, which is often where we hold tension, lower back, hips, knees, just letting everything go. And then really feel your connection with the earth below through the soles of your feet, just becoming centered. And then start to bring in a little bounce. So we're bouncing at the knees, the tailbone, the chin, the sort of top of the head. feeling the bounce in the knees, the hips, the spine, and then allowing there to be a little bounce in the elbows as well. And you can make it a nice slow bounce, or you might want to speed it up a little bit. Breathing in, exhale with the ha sound. And imagine that you're letting go of any tension that might be physical. Releasing it, say, from the neck and shoulders, releasing it through the hands and the arms into the earth. Releasing it down the back, low back, release. Let go. Let go of any tension, maybe emotional tension in the heart. Letting go of any tension in the hips, the pelvis, the internal organs. Allow the pelvic floor to be relaxed. Let go of any tension in the hips, thigh muscles, the hamstrings, your knees, your calves, ankles, your feet, all those little joints in your feet. Lovely. And if you need to shake out your wrists a little bit, forearms one way and the other way. Lovely. Great. And we're just going to go into a really nice balance exercise. There seems to be a bird theme today. Another one, which is called crane soaring. You take all the weight onto your right leg and then put the weight onto the toes of the other leg. So you're just balancing on the toes. So this leg is full, as they call it in sort of the Chinese philosophy, in the Chinese medicine, and the other foot is empty. So the first movement is you bend the back leg and straighten the back leg. So we're just sinking down and coming up. And then we bring the arms into play as well. So as you come up, the arms float up. As you go down, the arms float down with the rising and the falling of that leg. Feeling your arms rising on the thermals. Inhale, float up. The hands are really soft and light. Exhale. Now, as you feel okay, to start to lift up the front leg a little bit, maybe just an inch, and back down again. You might want to keep your gaze on something in front of you. So it's not just a strengthening exercise for the body, it actually helps to focus the mind as well, because you can't stay balanced and focused if the mind is all over the place. So it's teaching us to be here in this present moment. And then start to lift the leg a little bit higher if you can. And you might even play around with not putting the foot down in between, but just go with what's comfortable for you. One more. Bring both legs back into the center. Just relax, go inside for a moment. Just check in with how you feel now. And then take all the weight onto the other leg. Rest on the toes, the ball of the other foot. So sinking down as you rise up, the arms, the legs straightened. And then just starting to lift the foot. Oh, unfortunately, I've got some diggers. I've just started to work, but never mind. We will keep our internal peace and tranquility. Again, just fixing the gaze. And maybe not even putting the foot down in between, but just experiment with this one and practice it. And within a couple of weeks, you'll find that you can lift your leg higher for longer. Last one, and relax down again. Just relaxing back in lower embrace the tree. Just go back to that wave breathing into the belly, the ribs, the chest. Lovely. And then if we're going to big rock, stretches its wings. Inhale, floating the hands up, and exhaling, floating the hands down. Inhaling, floating the hands up. Exhaling, floating the hands down. With this one, you can just do it as a full movement, or you can make it more incremental. Got little Dotty, morning Dotty. Need this cat. So just breathing in, floating down. And there's a bending and straightening at the knees and rising and falling up the body. This one's a really good one to do in the summer. It can help to sort of dissipate heat. So if you find that we have got a really hot day and you just get really overheating, this one is meant to be really good. Going higher and higher. And then we just come down the same way, incrementally. And just go inside, closing the eyes. Notice the effect on your energy from doing that exercise. Each one feels a little bit different. So just notice where you're feeling it differently. And again, if there's any tension, just letting go. And then we'll move into a movement called lotus. Lotus flower emerges from the water. Inhale to the heart and then pushing out your leaves. And imagine that the head is like the lotus flower coming out of the water and then just relaxing down. Inhale, floating up, pushing the hands out like lily pads or lotus leaves. And just really focusing on that sort of coming out of the water, emerging, showing off your beauty to the world. You might have a pink colour, whatever colour you see yourself as. Inhale, rising, exhale. One more. And relax. Again, go inside, just belly breathing, just notice how you're feeling. Where's the energy? Are you feeling tingling, buzzing? Any areas of tension? Just let them go. Keeping your breath soft and slow and deep and continuous. And really feeling the energy in your hands. This time we're going to be goldfish wiggles its tail. It's going to be floating up. So the fingers are like the goldfish. Lead with the wrist, inhaling up, exhaling down. Again, there's a rising and falling of the body, inhaling up, exhaling down. Little goldfish tails wiggling through the water and then gliding back down again. So wiggle, wiggle, wiggle to get some speed and then just gliding through the water. And it's as though your hands are just rising and falling effortlessly. Just relax down again. Go inside, sense and feel. Just let the arms be rounded. Feet connected with the earth and centered. Tailbone tucked under chin, tucked in. Deep belly breaths. What do you feel now? How's the energy moving now? This next one is floating the hands up. And then we've been coming like the wave is pushing us back. And then we push the waves forward, coming back to the center and back down. Making ripples and waves. Inhale, floating up. The waves pushing us back, hips come forward, hips go back, sinking the chest, back in and down. Floating the hands up. I'll show you from the side as well. And it's like quite a forceful push forward. Inhale as the arms float up. Exhale through the nose as you push forward. Inhale and down. Just do it once more. Inhale, float up. Exhale, inhale and down. And again, go inside. Just relax. Just breathing into the belly for a couple of breaths. Notice where you're feeling your energy now, the pulsing, tingling, warmth, buzzing. That's where you're not feeling any energy. Just saying to those areas to let go. It might be the neck, it might be the lower back area. This next exercise is called Lion Twirl the Ball. Inhale, pull up the earth energy to the heart, and then push down heaven energy. You're breathing in, pulling up the earth energy, breathing out, pushing the heaven energy down. This helps to clear the central column, a column where in the Ayurvedic system, yoga system, the chakras sit. And in Taoism, it's where the cauldrons or energy centers known as the Dantian sit. So we're just clearing and cleansing the central column. Inhale, float up. Exhale, float down. And then this time, floating the hands up, place the palms to the heart center, breathing into the heart center. Imagine that you're sending energy into the heart center. Breathing out at the solar plexus, and then bring the hands down to the belly, breathing into the belly. And then we'll move into the rest of this dance, but we'll just do one of each movement today. So the next one's called Peacock Fans Its Tail. Inhale, float the hands up to shoulder height, pulling up the earth energy. Face the skies. We're going to connect with the universal energy, but pulling the earth energy up, bringing the universal energy down. On the second time, we pause at the different energy centers. So imagine you're a beautiful peacock fanning its tail feathers, and now send energy into the crown of the head, breathing in and out here. Open the eyes and breathing into the eyes. Out at the nose, bring the hands down. Open the mouth, into the mouth. Out at the throat. In at the heart. Out at the solar plexus. In at the belly. Back down. Legs a little bit wider. A pair of swallows skimming the water. Just do this one twice. Just following the movement. Imagine you stood waist height in water. And then a figure of 8 crosses the nose. Figure of 8 emitting fragrance. Just a couple of times. Just breathing in one way, breathing out the other way. Crossing the midline. Leaning forward, become a pair emerald willows swaying in the wind. Imagine you those beautiful willow branches swaying in the wind. And then going to your right hand side, keep your hands facing each other, rotating the universe to the right. Imagine you stood at the top of a mountain, holding the universe in your hands. Little pendulum swing, and then going the other way, breathing in all the way around, making a big circle all the way back to the top. Water cascades down the mountain. Follow the water. Grab the water in your hands. Release it. Bring the water back. Face the kidneys. Swirling. The wind swirls the lotus flowers or the lotus leaves one way and then the other way. Embracing yin and yang. Feel the energy between your hands, stretching that energy tube up and down. Keep the connection, that little ball of chi turning over. Inhale up, exhale down. Your hands become coloured butterflies dancing in the air. Imagine water beads on lotus flowers or perhaps lily pads. You're just swirling them one way, moving those water beads. Turn your hands, move them the other way. And the last one, back to the peacock fan and its tail feathers. Inhale, pull up the earth energy. Meet the universal energy. Bring the earth energy up to meet it. Pausing at the crown, breathing in here. Charging up your mind, your senses. Breathing into the eyes, the nose, the mouth, the throat, the heart. Out at the solar plexus, in at the belly. Close your eyes, go inside, bring one hand over the other. I can't because I've caught a little money spider. But just go inside. Notice how you're feeling now. To take some deep belly, that wave breathing again, belly, ribs, chest. Sense and feel. There's your energy at. How are you feeling? Okay, and remind yourself of that intention that you set. Really feel having achieved whatever it is you'd like to do. Feel the emotion of how it would feel once you've done that. And the universe will conspire to help. So just thank you so much for being here today and have a lovely week and weekend, and we'll catch you next week. And I'll go and have a chat to the ladies online. So bye for now.